So we'll move along and get to our next speaker, our own Alain Diatta. And welcome, Alan. It's truly a pleasure to have you. The floor is yours.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I would like to thank all of you for having, this person, seeing this smile in your face. As you know, my name is Alain Diatta. I'm from Senegal. I'm currently in the YMCA of the Rocky Snow Mountain Ranch in Colorado. I come for the international training program. This is a pleasure for me to come again and show up again, as you told me, Papa, for the first time. I chose the lion as a symbol because for me, always we need to have courage. We need to have power. We need to have loyalty. We need to have dignity. In all my life, I've been, working to encourage myself for everything I'm doing. That's why when I came in here in the programs, I'm in here as the resident assistant in the YMCA. I've been doing so many activities, but in some moment I was saying in Senegal, I was involved in community development because I'm a kind of extrovert person working with community, inspiring young people, I think. And I know that the vision of this organization is empowering capacity building for young people for the African Renaissance, and I want to do something. One day I was looking for organization that will be empowering young people, and for some reason I saw African Leadership Group on TV, and what I did, I say, you know what, I'm gonna make some research and call these people. I called Papaja, he was busy, and the following day he called me back, and I tell him, oh, my name is Alan, I'm from Senegal, I've been working community development with some organization in the south part of Senegal, and I would love, to do something and try to see what I can do after my works. And he told me, hey, boy, you know what? If you want to do something, just show up. And what I did, I just show up. Imagine who I faced the first time I arrived. When I arrived in there, I found Lori with a very smiling welcome. So I'll say, oh my God, I've been here for days, and this is the first time I get to a kind of African leaders, and I find so many people in there from different countries, and I say, wow, this is African unity. And from there, I jump in and I start putting myself in the activities. And Papa told me, Alan, I want you to come and see what we are doing. And knowing that I'm in Granby, far from Denver, I start, watching the activities on Facebook, and I start inspired. And Papa keeps sending me to participate. So I'm not a student, but I'm very passionate, and I love what African leadership is doing right now. And as you know, as if we have ideas, we have vision, we want to do something. But if you don't have this capacity, ability to spread our words, to organize the way we're gonna speak, as Professor Papaja and all the staff is doing for the African leadership, I think this is youth empowerment. I don't take it as the public speaking. When I was coming, I didn't have any expectation, to be honest with you. What I wanted to do, I just wanted to show up and see what is going on in here, because I've been doing different things in Africa, and I'm saying, like, I wanted to be inspired to think that I will bring back to Africa when I go back. So my first day, I was listening people, I heard the voice of Ikunda, Mama Africa. I will always remember that. I said, oh my God, this person talking about like things that are very real in terms of, the book that we are talking about, Dr. N. And it was the first time to hear about The Secret. And I realized that I've been using the secret things without even knowing. I think the past day I was talking to Dr. Ann about some other people that I talk about the secret information and things that people need to know. I think this is amazing. So for me, this public speaking class is something that all the young people today need to be part of. And I will be spreading the word for people to learn about that and just be involved in that. And I want to talk about like the secret itself. For me, many people like Isaac Newton, Platon, and other people, they knew about the secret, but many people don't know it. And today, I think if you want to increase the positive mindset or the positive leadership for Africa, for all the world, we need to teach people about this book and continue this kind of action, because this is real. This is real. And one thing I'm very impressed about this book is this connection we have with the universe, but people don't know it. And most of the time, people will be thinking negatively and bad things will be happening to them. But we need to like to teach people and like keep sharing this information that our positive, the way we think, the way we put our intention have an impact in our life. So in terms of like, you know, other part, because in some point when I'm here, I'm alone, but like when the public speaking class starts, it is part of the thing that I get to my family. I see like African leadership is the platform that allow me to talk about things that are in my heart, and I don't have anyone here. Imagine someone coming from Africa or other countries being alone in your room as an extrovert person. I think this is the amazing thing that happened to me, and I would like to thank all of you. I learned from all of you guys, and I think I even applied to be part of the student for the next time. Papa will be smiling about that, but I want, because I think today, as I was saying, Professor is saying, I think winners never quit and quitters never win. And today, if we want to change the world, we always need to be learning, trying to empower ourselves and to give back, as Papa you say. And in my action plan in the future, I'm going back to my country. I promise I will be having this same platform with you and calling you, being able to do the same thing. This is one of the action plan I have, and raising my voice, helping people to know about themselves and know about the secret, because I don't think it is fair for other people to live and die without knowing the secret, without knowing that they have this kind of connection with the universe. And if they ask, if they think positively, positive thing will be happening. If they want to be rich, if they want to change things in the community, in the country, we can do that together. And it was a great pleasure, like to see people like Sheikh Doumbia. Sheikh Doumbia, man, I was looking and think that you are good doing in Mali. Hey, man, you are doing a great job, guys. I'm very impressed, and I see the way that African leadership is making connection to young people. I know if I was not part of African leadership, I don't know if I will see people from Mali. And I was saying, wow, we are very close. Senegal is the border of Mali, but I didn't know about this organization. And I think I'm something that, and I start, you know, learning from them. I would like to thank all of you, and all of you, I love you all. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you, Alan. I mean, and I can tell you, as he said, he's up in the mountain by himself, but Alan make it a duty to show up to everything that the African Leadership Group is doing. The first time he showed up to our event, he drove 4 hours to be with us. So that's really dedication and commitment. So thank you so much. And yes, you are a true lion, and I know you being from Casamas, yes, you are really the lion, brother.
Thank you.
All right. We have 2 presenters left, and Butterfly, I'll just turn it over to you, and I'll just be quiet because I know what people are about to hear is going to be mic drop. Butterfly, the floor is yours.
Thank you. I would like to first of all say good evening to my entire African Leadership Group family globally. And this class is more to me than a lesson, than empowerment. It is truly a bridge to who I am and where I belong in this universe. What I'm going to do tonight is share with you a few things about myself and what I've learned throughout this journey. My symbol is the sword because I'm a writer. Writing is my first gift. It is what God put me on earth to do. And this symbol is a Japanese symbol for life because I write about life and life is my writing. And I cannot even begin to imagine how profound it was when I really discovered that my pen, my sword is mightier than any weapon that could ever form to come my way. So I have to thank God above all for something I didn't even realize was much more than something I just enjoyed to do. As I begin reflecting on this class tonight, I can sum it up in one word and one phrase: impact. And dare to dream to impact, okay? Social, economic, and emotional impact is the backbone of what ALG does. We have to increase our continued learning and our knowledge so that we can be efficient agents of change globally throughout this world, and the catalyst for each one to teach one so that we can actually have a global, major, long-lasting impact. This journey was more than a desire to me. When I started this, I simply wanted to not forget content as I or a candidate that I'm supporting or someone that I'm helping deliver a speech. What I learned was far beyond anything I could ask or think. What I gained was a family with power unimaginable that has yet to even manifest its fullness of use. My family, where can I begin? The 3 books that we read this semester: Think and Grow Rich, Law of Attraction, The Secret. I have to tell you, you all are the secret. I've said this to you before, but there is nothing that we cannot manifest when we have desire, proper prepared planning, flawless execution, and carry through. Together, collectively, amongst our class, we have banking, finance, education, politics, children services. There is not a single thing that this group collectively cannot accomplish. And that is why I believe and know in my heart of hearts that I was drawn to you. The law of attraction, it speaks for itself, for we are all here. Throughout COVID, throughout everything that we have experienced in this very challenging time globally, this class was my weekly therapy. I could not be who I am right now in this moment if it was not for what we have done here over the last several months. I would like to talk about a message when it comes to impact. Impact is not just something that happens when you hit something. When we think of impact, you think of a crash. That's not impact to me anymore. Impact is change that starts on the inside of each of us, beginning with our mind. My quote for the night comes from our secret book, from Buddha. Buddha says that all that an individual is simply the sum total of what that individual has thought. I like to say that I was born to bring glitter and sunshine to the world. People have always thought it was kind of corny and they made fun of me, but what they don't realize is that I learned this secret a very long time ago. What most people don't understand is that the majority of these self-motivational, self-help, leadership, life coach books can be summed up in Philippians 4:18. Whatever you think on these things, what is good, what is true, what is virtuous. You need to manifest your goals here before you ever see them in the world. Once they're here, you need to put them on paper, and then you need to act on them. You need to do what we learned in chapter 3 of Think and Grow Rich, which was if you are not an expert in an area, you need to surround yourself by those that are. Lacking in the area that you are not, and strong where you may be weak. I want to let you know I have been surrounded by some of the most phenomenal people I could ever have not dreamed to have met. Your accents that make you so ashamed when you come here, when you're there in your homeland, the nation that you come from, you may be the top at your class, most educated, most documented, most prolifically producing in your field. But because you come here and people have been sold an American dream, for as we have found out recently, all of that has been a lie. You find out real quick that simply because of your accent, you may be placed at the bottom of the field, whereas you should be at the top. Well, let me greet you all in some of the languages I speak. Je m'appelle Papillon. Idamam Nabi, Quinn Nabi. Me llamo Mariposa Blanca. Y último, I love you guys. We have the advantage. We are here to change the entire world. Africa, its youth are catching up to where the world needs to be. You are the future, now catching up to the real past. What I am here to do is utilize my sword to help each of your dreams become realities, to have an economic, social, educational, and global impact on what the world is here to do and see tonight. Africa, realizing her true potential through us, her children. Let me be the agent of change for you. And as I close tonight, I want to let you know that there is not a single thing that you cannot do. There is not a single thing that you will not achieve, for I have already envisioned and seen it for you. There are some of you that have not felt this inside of yourself, but this class has allowed you to see who you are through what you see. You have to understand that as agents of change, it is our desire to make change in this world positive for all people. You have a contribution, each of us do, a very special selective skill set that you were blessed with. And I cannot wait to help you manifest your dreams. And it has been my pleasure. I am beyond pleased to let the world see that we must first break down stereotypes. Africa loves African Americans. African Americans are Africa. Once we change the narrative of how we think and speak to each other, there is nothing collectively that we cannot do. I cannot tell you the number of languages and ethnicities that comprise the African leadership group, nor the people in the communities that we serve. But I'm here to let you know that we are coming. And as I open the floor for the next candidate that I am going to put my entire life behind, because she has dedicated her life to the future, our children, I cannot speak more about Dr. Keke. This class is more than individuals. This class is more than what we do on a weekly basis. This class is more than who you see on this call right here. This class is a catalyst for change for the future. And our dreams will be the impact that you receive. Thank you.
Well, I just follow the chart. I can't say everything is being said on the chart, butterfly. And all I'm gonna say is, and I will transition to the next person that's speaking. And right there where butterfly ended was impact. And that's why this class is so important. And that's why the next speaker, we are forming her and prepare her, and she's gonna be somebody that's gonna be running for the next Aura Public School Board of Directors to have an impact on our kids' education. You heard everyone here say it. This class is more than a public speaking class. If you haven't realized it by now, we have people that spoke tonight that has zero accent. We have doctors, we have engineers, we have bankers, we have managers, you name it. If you haven't realized it now, this is not a public speaking class. But without further ado, let's welcome our future Aura Public School Board of Directors that's going to be shaping the education of our children. Dr. Keke, the floor is yours.
Wow, I am truly, truly honored to be part of this class. It is such a privilege to be part of this cohort, and I am beyond words. I don't know what to say, and I usually, I'm never short of words, but I am so honored to be in your midst. Every single one of this class you guys are amazing. Thank you for letting me serve you. Thank you for allowing me to be part of your life and be part of your journey. As you can see, my symbol is an artichoke. And that is because sometimes people misrepresent me when they see me. You know, this is the food that will be passed by when you go to the store, because most people don't know what it is. And I think it represents me well, because when people see me, they think I am not approachable. But when you let me in your life, you see a woman who has the heart as big as the world, and all she wants is your success and that of yours. And that's what I am. And I appreciate everyone who had let me in their lives, in their families, in this class. This class has done so much for me. Yes, as surprising as it is, I am a student as well. I have taken, and my boss and my professor have not let me off the hook, because I had to do other chores, or I had to do other things. Every assignment that I've been given to the students, I had to also turn in mine, regardless of what I had to do on the side for the class. And this has brought into me more courage. This has developed in me more resiliency. This has developed in me the desire to serve my community more and more and more. And I am ready. I hope my mentor, who is afar, who is watching from afar, is proud of me. And I hope my friends who have come to celebrate with me are proud of me. But this is only the beginning, because truly, I am on my way to awesome. Watch, I am on my way to awesome. And when I get there, this family that I got, these friends that I've got through this platform will be there to celebrate with me. I cannot close this speech without mentioning my good professor, Professor Madiama Mbai. Thank you for your passion. Thank you for your love. Thank you for what you do for the community. Your passion is making this job that you do look so easy, but I know there are hurdles and there are challenges. Don't give up. Don't be tired. More people that are coming behind need your knowledge, need your wisdom. So please stick on, hang on a little longer. To all my friends that I've gotten on this platform and beyond, I say thank you for letting me into your life. And I really hope that I have blessed everyone, and I will continue to bless everyone. I make a promise. I am not perfect, but I will try my best not to disappoint you, whatever the expectation you have of me. Thank you so much. Merci. Yours truly, Dr. Ann Keke.
Well, if you don't get too close to the team of the African Leadership Group, you will never fully understand the work that happened on the back scene. You cannot imagine the amount of work that's being done every single day. And as she mentioned, being a student and having to turn in that assignment, but also things that's being assigned of her to do is a lot. Yeah. But that's what it takes, being a community server. You got to take care of others first before you take care of yourself. And you're learning and you are demonstrating that. Congratulations, and I'm here also to support you along the way. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you have heard from all the students that we had tonight. Now, all the students managed to do their presentation because there's been somebody that took the time to teach them, to mentor them, to coach them. If you have not realized it by now, The African Leadership Group is a nonprofit organization, and everything that people do is volunteer work. Your time, your expertise, your experience, you are doing it and you are not getting paid. And this is the seventh class that we've done. And every single day, Professor, as we all call him, every Tuesday, no matter what he has going on, he is always there. And as Dr. N mentioned, with love, with passion, with care. And if we open the floor today and the foremost student get to speak, you will hear the same exact thing. I know him personally, he's a dear brother of mine, but I'm so happy that the way I got to know him, all the people that are not from Senegal, that are not from Africa, get to know this person. I'm not talking about the wisdom, I'm not talking about the knowledge, but I'm talking about the man with the big heart. Professor, you've heard from all the students that you've taught. So everything that they talk about today, they learn it from you. I want to turn the floor over to you now. And I don't know how you're going to negotiate and navigate through this, but the floor is yours. Share what you feel, share what you think of this class, which is the cohort of public speaking class 7. Welcome, Professor Madiama.
Wow, and wow. Well, first and foremost, thank you so very much for allowing me to be here. But I just want to correct two things, as I always try to do, and Papa will always pin it on me. The number one is I'm not a professor. The number two is I didn't teach you guys anything. What we were doing Tuesday in, Tuesday out, we're really learning from one another. And tonight has again demonstrated what I've always believed in. What I learned from you all, if I had to pay for it, I would have to write checks every single second till I go to bed. What I've learned from you, I'm not even talking about everything that I've learned from you since the beginning, but just for tonight is so amazing that I cannot find the words to express the joy that I feel right now in being among you. I am proud, I am humbled, but also I am very, very excited for the future. Every time we start this class, I would always say that I'm not impressed by the number of people we have in the beginning, because everybody can start. But I will be impressed by the number that finishes. And today, I am impressed. You know, from the beginning, I was always trying to refrain myself from saying this is the best class ever, because I'm so used to saying that every time we have a class. But tonight, I let that prove itself. I was also saying in every beginning that our job here at ALG is to turn followers into leaders, but also to transform leaders into agents of change. And I think all of you who attended tonight can testify to that. Everybody who spoke tonight is a leader, a true one, because they are showing us the way forward. People are not talking about what they have done in the past, but everybody has an attitude. From everything that I've heard, that's the word that kept ringing to my mind, that the attitude has changed for every single one. And when I saw people had the lion as their symbol, I was again laughing because it resonates with attitude. You all know, you can probably agree with me, that the lion is not the biggest animal in the jungle. He's not the strongest animal in the jungle. But what does the lion do when he sees the elephant? He only thinks about the elephant as lunch, just as lunch. So it's all about attitude. Whatever you might think of yourself, you have the power to make the difference with what you get. Because let me tell you, the power that you have is never from without, it's from within. Whatever you can build, whoever you can be, whatever changes you can bring about, what will help you do it is not beside you, it is within you. Because I always said we were all born equal. God is very just. He gave us all the tools that we need to make a change, that we need to be very successful in life. Some people use it, other people don't. But I am proud to say that the ALG family knows how to use it, and they are all on the way of doing things. You know, I was taking notes from everybody in the speeches, but time will not allow really for me to go one by one. So I will just say, I don't know what else would I do if I'm not doing this. I don't know. In the beginning, I showed you a picture of a man who, whatever I'm trying to do today, I learn it from. Because I am one guy who believes that I cannot be successful if I cannot try to lift other people with me. I don't know anything, I know that. Tonight proved it. You guys just gave me the honor to call me professor. But hey, what did I do? We are here, we were here just to facilitate. But if I hear from Glenda, a 14-year-old, our 14-year-old daughter, every single Tuesday, inculcate knowledge and wisdom into us. It brings me back to the picture of that man who once said, teaching the kids is like riding on rocks. Teaching older people is like riding on water. So we know that if we get the young people together, if we get the young people among us, we will mark something very strong onto them to carry on what we will not be here to witness. Because my belief is LG will stay for hundreds of years. So if we truly believe that, we know that we need to prepare the future generation. So the more young people, and who's not young here? Not me, I'm still young. So all of us need to stay strong, need to look the way forward. I was so blessed to hear from Georgine because I remember the day she came. And I would always blame Papa about one thing: stop bringing people when we are halfway. But this boy knows something that I don't know. He never rejects anybody. Whenever you might come, he will force my hand and squeeze you in. But at the end, I always realized that he was right. Why should we prevent anybody from learning from all of us? I think Anatua said this. I don't remember if it was her or Grace, but somebody said when they were coming, they were expecting a traditional class where there would be a teacher and students. Let me tell you that it has never been that way, because my strong belief is that whoever you meet is your teacher in some way. So we are all teachers. and we are all learners. But whatever happens, happens for a reason. When you guys join this, there is only one person that we all need to thank for what is happening. Because were it not for his vision, were it not for his passion, LG would never see the day of light. Because I understand him. When we started something like this inside the Senegalese community, it could not work. When he tried to venture, doing it with all Africans, I called him crazy because I never thought that this will even like begin to do anything. But Papa had the vision. He knew what he was talking about. I was just there to say, hey, if you believe in it, I am on your side. Today, if people know me or even like trying to like me outside the Senegalese community, it is because of him, because I know myself. I don't know anything. I am nobody. But thanks to all of you, I can do something that looks like an impact to other people's life. So I am the one who should be thanking you every second that I breathe. Because in the beginning, I said this: help enough people get what they want, and you will definitely get what you want. Because somebody said, whatever you send out will always return to the source, multiply. Whether you know it or not, what is going on right now in the world? People are talking about racism. People are talking about all these different kinds of stuff. Well, I always had a different view because I never understood what they were talking about until this moment. But my take is this: it's one of LG's impact thing that Papa would, 2 words that he cannot hold a conversation with you without saying those 2 words. And that's community and impact. And now you can always catch me using those 2 words. But for all of us, to me, if we want to fight racism in the true way, it is to have economic impact. Because when you can do things for yourself, it doesn't matter how people look at you. That's what I always believed in. I tell people to this in this class that it doesn't matter if you speak with an accent, but just make sure that you make sense when you speak. All the things going on, economy is at the bottom of racism. Because when you choke somebody, that's when they value oxygen. I know if we help our kind, if we help everybody do well economically, we can change whatever direction this country is taking. But if we're expecting from other people to do something for us, the way they look at us, the way they treat us, then that will matter. What I'm saying is, all of us need to stick together. All of us need to help one another. I heard Tasha said something very important because that was my point. So what? The class is over, so what? We are learning all of this, so what? What are we going to do about it if we don't hold each other accountable? That's the reason why I want to going forward. We all make sure that we know each other's goal so that we can be each other's accountability partner. The phrase transforming followers into leaders and turning leaders into agents of change has a next step. And the next step is what Papa is calling Leadership 101. I cannot wait to welcome you there. I cannot wait to be with you again in a different format and continue to learn. Because he said it in the beginning, the difference between you, the person you are today, and the person you will be 5 years from now will be the books you read and the people you hang out with. Because tell me who you hang out with and I'll tell you exactly who you will become. So once again, I am so pleased and humbled and happy to be among you, to call you family and to call you my friends. I cannot tell you how many times during these 2 hours that we were sharing, I shed tears of joy by just seeing how people improved. If I was to give an award for the most improved, it will go to Kofi. Because I have seen what he did. I have seen the struggle that he was making. That doesn't take away in any shape or form what all of you have done collectively. There are some people that I know didn't know the class when they come, but God sent them here to help. Among those, I can name the people who really don't need this at all, because if we're talking about English, they're native. Look at Tasha, look at Butterfly. How dedicated were they to come and try to make this happen with us? So I don't want to get in the business of naming names, because then you will forget people and others might not be happy, but you know what I'm talking about. The love is here and it goes to all of you. Thank you again. Papa, thank you so very much for putting this platform together, for having impactful actions on the community. We cannot begin to pay you, and I think this will be a debt we'll try to pay through our lives.
Yes.
As I'm saying, always, whatever we were trying to do has never been free. You were not paying money, but you were paying with your time, and you owe a debt. And that debt is to pay it forward. Thank you very much. I love you all.
Love you, Professor.
Thank you, Professor.
You have another nickname, it's the GOAT.
The
So
goat.
GOAT.
The good
You
Professor.
gotta look at the chat and see where it came from.
I need to check, but I know it is from you.
No, it's not from me, but just go through the chat. So, but honestly, love and appreciation toward Professor, and we all know how humble he is and who will never take the credit we give him. But those of us that spend every Tuesday with him in the class, we know truly his contribution and how he's transforming lives. So we'll leave it alone. Now we'll get to the next step, and thank you for sticking with us. We are almost wrapping up now. If you like what you witnessed tonight, and if you like contributing to what we are doing, our next public speaking class will be resuming very soon. And if you go to our website, usalg.org, there will be a registration form you can fill out, because we're going to be starting the next session soon. Now, it doesn't matter if you graduate, if you want to come back. I'm always in the class, I'm always learning. In this current environment, knowing that we're going to go virtual, it doesn't matter where you are. You can always follow us on Facebook. You can always contribute via Zoom at usalg.org. But this is also what I would like to mention. With our new website, we always want community members to contribute, writing an article. If you witness something you like and you would like to write about it, we would love to have your article, because we're going to post it on our website. We're also going to include it in our monthly newsletter. So it doesn't matter it's 3 pages long, it doesn't matter it's half a page, but we would like to hear from all of you. It doesn't matter it's regarding the public speaking class. If you have a voice, because we are here as an organization to create a platform for community to express their voice, either the social impact, economic impact, and educational impact. We want to hear from you, because all this change we want to do, I cannot do it alone. Professor cannot do it alone. We need everybody. If you are home, just shoot us an email, and the email below, info@USALG. If you want to write an article, or if you say, you know what, I want to write something, but I'm not a good writer, we'll help you. You will tell us, we'll write it for you. But we want to hear from you. We want to capture your contribution. This is the information for the next public speaking class. Now, I am so excited to talk about the next journey, because now this class is graduating. What is next? We are getting ready to launch our Leadership Africa program, which is a 9 to 12 months curriculum program. But as we are transitioning to that, we're going to start what we call Leadership One-on-One. And we're going to have that on Zoom. And it's going to start on the 18th of June. That's when we're going to kick it off. And Professor will be there, and we're going to have a couple of the facilities. But if you are interested to say, you know what, I have something to contribute, so we welcome you. And it doesn't matter where you are. So we're going to be talking about leadership. So it's Leadership One-on-One. Mark it on your calendar. Now it's going to be every other Thursday, because we know people are busy, but we'll get together and we just talk about leadership. Because one thing that, if you've been around the African Leadership Group, and we say this all the time, if you are not at the table, you are on the menu. And the only way we can contribute to the change is having a seat at the table. Not only at the table, but at the head of the table. So that's what we want to do, and we need you all. Now, as you know, we are about social, economic, and educational impact. We have some upcoming events that I would like for you to put on your calendar and attend. We know that all of us been facing the COVID-19. Some of us don't know what social distancing means. Some of us don't know, how do I get tests? Don't know how do I get masks? We don't know. There's a lot of health issue that we are facing that we don't know. The Health and Wellness Committee led by Abdul, Sharma, Jusu, Lori are putting together a program on Saturday, June 13. It's going to be via Zoom from 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Please, if you have not registered, go to our website, give us your email so we can add you on our database so you can get our information. On Monday, we do every month a free legal clinic. We know legal issue exists in our community, and sometimes having access to attorney costs a lot of money. So every month we have immigrant lawyer, business lawyer, family lawyer that get together, and for a couple of hours, people can come and talk to a lawyer at no cost. So that's happening on the 15th. It's going to be via Zoom. So if you look at on our Facebook, you will see it, and the information will be also on the website with the Zoom information. On June 17, we are having a platform where we're going to be talking about national popular vote. Now, keep in mind, all these changes that we want, it's not going to happen if we don't show up and cast our vote. We have upcoming election that is important. And I know we all hear about national popular vote. What does it mean? How do we want to know about it? How relevant is it to my community? Join us on Wednesday, June 13. It's just for 1 hour long. 1 hour long, we give the information about national popular vote. And I think it's something that's very, very important. Also on the 27th, we're having a business economic summit. It's going to be for businesses. If you apply for PPP, you haven't received it. If you need help to apply for PPP, how do you use it? How is it tax relevant? So we have experts that's going to be talking about it. And again, it's going to be on our website. If you want more information, email us at info@USALG. Now, and also, you know, we are planning our big event in August, Africa Impact. We're still planning to have it. Even if things doesn't improve, there are a couple of programs we're gonna have virtually. So we have 3 dates, August 18, the 20th, and the 22nd. And all these events, if things get back to normal, we'll have it at the Denver Botanic Garden. If things doesn't improve, there's some event we're gonna have virtually. And as you know, if you've been to Africa Impact, you know this is our biggest celebration. Now, I wanna get to thanking the community, but let me tell you this. I mean, the team that we have a very mighty small team, but the amount of work that we do, I mean, sometimes I know it's not fair, but they always there to show dedication. And those of you that been around, you know the amount of work that Miss Laurie is doing. And Miss Laurie, we cannot thank you enough. We are so blessed to have you part of the community. We are so blessed to have you to contribute day in and day out. I know I personally cannot thank you enough. I know I drive you crazy day in and day out. So, but thank you and thank you and thank you.
Thank you, Laurie.
Thank you.
Thank you, Laurie.
Uzi, thank you. I know you work in the bank, but you've been volunteering for this organization for 3 years. I know your life have changed and transformed, but also your contribution is making a great difference, a big impact. Amadou, same to you. Thank you so much. My daughter Miriam, thank you for volunteering, your contribution. And we want to welcome our newest member, Eve. But there's many more people on the back scene that are contributing day in and day out. If I was sitting here to name, everybody will be here for the rest of the night. But the women empowerment, the health, the business committee, the legal committee, the youth empowerment committee that's spending time with our children every Friday. We just can't thank you enough because all this work wouldn't be possible without you. But I can tell you clearly, we need more help. We literally need, I mean, I feel sorry for the team. I'm telling you, Monday through Sunday, 24 hours, always working. If you have expertise and passion in some area and you want to make a difference, just know that we need your help wherever you are. Now, all this work wouldn't be possible without our funders, okay? So Gate Family Foundation, the Donald K. Foundation, Clam Hire is a strong partner, Rose, Root, and all these people, all these foundations, you see, they are contributing financially to help support the organization. Because this work, you get to a certain point, yes, you need to be financially strong to do it. So we thank them all for the support. But honestly, I am so grateful and so happy that this class was able to show all of you what they've learned. But also, as you know, every week we've been delivering about 1,500 meals, 1,500 meals, 4 days a week. And we do that in partnership with the Denver City County that give us meal, the Stanley Market, the Mountain View United Church, the Rocky Mountain Welcome Center. So if you want to help also to volunteer every week to join us with this meal delivery to family that need it, please join us. 4 days a week, it's a lot on top of everything that we have going on. But our heart is in serving and we love this community and we care about them.